Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Thursday Bargain Beer review time again. And as you know, we always try and explain life's mysteries to you. Is there such thing as vampires? And if tickets are that hard to get for the tennis at Wimbledon, how the hell does Cliff Richard manage to get the same 2 seats every year? Anyway, on today's Bargain Beer review we have this. Can you see that? Banks's Bitter. It's old-fashioned English bitter from what I can tell. This is brewed by our good friends at Marston's in Wolverhampton in England. This cost me £1 from supermarket giant Sainsbury's. So can you see that label? It's like a nice dark blue, quite nice colours, and it's got the Banks's lion on it. And cap-wise, standard Banks's one. So let's get this cracked open, give it a sniff and a taste, and let's get going. A little bit of can of smoke, not a great deal. Now this has been in the fridge overnight, took it out probably about 20 minutes ago. We've had a bit of a turn in the weather here in the UK at the moment, so quite nicely chilled. Let's give it a pour. We have a non-nucleated glass, nice and clean as well. Let's see how this one pours. As always, been getting a bit of stick for me pouring, but we all have our crosses to bear, don't we? Got a bit of aggression on the end there, just to give us a little bit of head. Now, you can see that it's quite a lot of carbonation going on in there. Head-wise, not just under a one finger head, but that's beginning to dissipate quite quickly. Colour wise, I think that's a bit of an amber. I suppose if you're a real aficionado you could say that was maybe a sort of like a slightly burnt toffee colour, but you know, crystal clear as you can see. If we do the old infamous torch test, look at that. You don't really need a torch on that, do you? That's really good. But again, look at that head. That's going quite quickly. Right, let's dive in for a sniff. That's interesting. You could say that there was a bit of a nutty notes on that. A little bit of caramel, but nothing too sort of potent. Bit of biscuit notes on it as well, and maybe a very, very slight hint of raisins. Now, I only really know what raisins smell like at the moment because I've got some cider on the go that's had some in. Well, head's gone, unfortunately, is it? But let's dive in for a taste. Ladies and gentlemen, good health. Cheers. Right, it's quite tangy actually. Very dry and bitter in the aftertaste. The carbonation. Now this will sound daft, but it was quite busy earlier on, but it's calmed down quite a lot. But you can't really get any carbonation as it goes down. I know one of my peers on YouTube has coined the phrase dishwater pint, but that is what I call an old school bitter. That's the sort of thing that if you're my age, you might have been down the pub when you were like a little boy with your dad and he let you have a sip of some bitter or something. That's what it reminds me of, sort of bygone days of English bitter. Now it's a little bit sharp, a little bit dry on the finish. You can get the Fuggles and East Kent Golding hops in that. Gives it a really, really smooth balance. Body wise, medium to light. Just try it again. Yeah, medium on the mouthfeel, but overall that's quite nicely balanced. On the ABV, that's 3.8%, so that is, you know, a textbook session ale to have. That is, you could drink that most of the day, no problem at all, and maybe carry on into the evening as well. I quite like that. For the price, as I mentioned, £1 English, absolute bargain. Just a little bit disappointed on the head, but would I buy it again? Yeah, certainly would at that price. Might have to do a little bit of experimenting on the head pouring. Let's just see if I can get a bit more aggression in that to maybe get a bit more of a head. All I say is, if you do maybe buy one yourself, give it a really aggressive pour, because I think you're better off to have a bigger head than no head at all. But you know, fantastic colour. Marks out of 10. I think in our quest to find, you know, a champion bargain beer, that is definitely a good 7.5 out of 10. It's a good, honest, old-fashioned English pint. Yeah, Banks's, Marston's, top job on that. Fantastic for the price. 7.5, sold. As always, thanks for watching. Join us again very soon for another webisode of Thirsty Thursdays, when we do some more bargain beer reviews. Cheers guys, be seeing you.